Welcome back, everybody, to Payback is a Lich, to our session 4. If you are one of the brave souls that are watching this live play of a party of liches, um, in quite a bunch of anti-heroes, then I welcome you to this very dark-hearted journey that is more twisted than the usual campaigns of D&D. It's like a vampire's last dance at sunrise. It's really a dark and humorous thing. If you never played Dungeons and Dragons before, this is a high level campaign. You are welcome to send questions if you have to, and suggestions and your comments and remarks. We are happy to reply to them. Dungeons and Dragons is a game where the most dangerous things in the game are your imagination and the dice rolls, and we have a party of very dangerous creatures going around trying to take advantage of this narrow window of opportunity that emerged out of the misfortune of a group of adventurers that came before them. Today we are stepping into this chaotic adventure with our liches protagonists. Liches are undead wizards that have an eternal itch for power, I should say, and in a grudge that a power of holding grudge, I should say, that can be as old as time itself, vengeful and sometimes very nitty-picky creatures, and everybody in this, all our protagonists have a particular motive or a particular vendetta to sort it out with Vecna, the big bad Lich god of the multiverse, who is currently in our campaign unfolding his disastrous plan to reshape the multiverse to his image, or I should say to his principles. The Wizard's Tree, as someone decided to call them because they were three wizards, and they were very creative there, thought they could assemble a group of heroes to thwart this nefarious plan of Vecna, and which they called, in the last published book of Wizards of the Coast, Eve of Ruin. Well, spoilers alert! It was a big fiasco. Those heroes were squashed flatter than a pancake, as they failed in the most unholy fashion. They were armed with an artifact called the Rod of Seven Parts, which they didn't know how to use properly or how to draw all the powers of that artifact. And when they tried to face Vecna, thinking that they had the upper hand, and that thought they were going to save the multiverse, they actually failed, and their failure created a little window of opportunity, as their wizard in that party decided to rescatter the Rod of Seven Parts across the multiverse. An old associate of Vecna, which today is a lich named Volkar, the Free Thinker. He was once Vecna's top lackey, but he eventually escaped his master's clutches with some clever spy tricks, and a lot of nerve. And he gathered this group of wizards that have a bone to pick with Vecna, and he discovered that he found one of the pieces of the rod, and discovered there are 6 others out there, and he is asking each one of these liches to have to hold one of the other 6 parts. And when all the 7 parts are put together, he will explain to everybody in the party how to use them properly in order to become more powerful, or at least powerful enough that you could potentially defeat Vecna, or take his place, because the idea is really not to fix or save the multiverse, but rather to usurp the position of Vecna. And well, tonight we have three protagonists that are going to be with us for this session. The first one, let's start with the Spirit King Creek, who is a bard, lich, musical maestro, I should say, as he used to be much happier when he was alive, but unfortunately his heart has turned colder than than a zombie's handshake, as Creek lost his friends to Vecna's schemes, and now he's using his tunes to compose Vecna's swan song. So, Creek, say hello to our audience.
Hey guys, Spear King Creek here. Right now I'm feeling split in two, but with my songs I'll be back to be the one to get revenge on Vecna.
Excellent. Together with Creek tonight, we also have Midge, Circle of Spores druid. She has fungi friends and a grudge against Vecna's vision, which tends to be very unbalanced for the multiverse. Midge is here to spore things up. And and Midge, say hello to our audience.
What's up, Richard? So, yeah, Midge was absent last session. She was out collecting some mushrooms, and so she's gonna come in and see what's going on, what's happened in her absence.
Very good, very good. And finally, we have our blade singing wizard, because of course we needed a broken wizard to be in this game. Necroloompa, which was once a bright-eyed blade singer. Necroloompa got a little bit too close to Vecna's nasty corruptive magic, and she came back out of it. She managed to survive that encounter, although she came back different. Now she's hiding in plain sight and sharpening her skills and her blades in order to try and find the time to strike right back at Vecna when she gets the chance. So, Necroloompa, say hello to our audience.
Indeed, yeah. Liches will get stitches. Hello, everyone. We'll get that, guy.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so in our previous session, you've this group of liches, which started this journey as 6 liches when they went to Neverwinter. They decided to explore Neverwinter and to find some clues about what have happened with the previous party of adventurers, and where could another piece of the rod be. As they're looking for clues of where to find that piece, a second piece for the rod, they decided to explore the catacombs underneath the Never Death graveyard in Neverwinter, where they've been told by Volkar there were cells of the cult of Vecna. Well, when they arrived in Neverwinter, they could confirm that the entire city is now the capital of the cult of Vecna in the entire multiverse, as they're even on top of Castle Neverwinter, or Castle Never, you have a flagpole with a massive flag with a hand holding an eye, symbol of the iconic symbol of the cult of Vecna. And indeed, as they approached, they saw that there are no more citizens and commoners around Neverwinter. If they still exist, they were probably turned into zombies at this point. The city has been run over by evil creatures, which kind of make it comfy for the party of liches. It makes it much more like home. It's those goody goodies are really not. In a way, it's almost as if the decoration has improved. The architecture and everything here is now much more pleasant to a lich's eye. And they started to explore the catacombs, and barely they reached the entrance of this cell, and they had already to fight a powerful lich working for Vecna called Mr. Sunfall. And Mr. Sunfall is actually a quite young lich, but it's one of those young guns that has a lot of potential, and apparently. Vecna is nurturing this lich to become powerful. Maybe one day he can be the next Volcar. Who knows? Well, he's working hard to impress his boss, and he knows a lot about liches, and he didn't want to fight you guys, but he was forced to do so twice by circumstances, of course. And in the last session, while the party was fighting. Was trying to enter and infiltrate one of the catacombs. There are cells of the cult of Vecna. They encounter three holy warriors. Sabrina, cleric of time, it was accompanied by her husband, paladin named Manon, and her brother-in-law. Marcus, who was also a paladin, and the three of them were quite a trio. As they entered the dungeon, they immediately saw the group of liches, and the first thing in their mind was, "We need to crush them." A fight ensued, and eventually, Mr. Sunfall show up quickly, and it was clarified that Mr. Sunfall and Sabrina, which is a cleric of Chronepsis, seemed to have been siblings when Mr. Sunfall was alive, I guess. And you guys even discover Mr. Sunfall's first name, which was Azir. Well, that fight didn't go well for the party. They were crushed. Creek was cut in half. Most of the liches were blinded by a massive sunburst attack from Sabrina. And Morrigan and Midge were nowhere to be found because apparently they sneaked out before the fight. And I don't want to start any rumors, but
no, too late for that. You already you said it last week.
And then we have Necroloompa, who was doing quite well in that combat until she was completely stunned and teleported against her will by this Mr. Sunfall, as he kidnapped Necroloompa, and no one knows where she is. Which brings us to our session today. In the last session, you were left in terrible shape. Creek was pretty much picking up his bones from the ground, trying to regenerate himself faster. And it was time to get the hell out of there. There was no way you could continue to continue your endeavor into this catacombs without recovering from all this destruction. Also, you are short 2 people. Now you're short 3 people. It seems the task is just getting bigger and bigger. And Ronaldo was really not happy with that. He was not happy with how things played out. The fact that he was not only blinded, but he had to bear insults against his fashion sense, which are absolutely unacceptable. And you guys decided to return to your home base. You took a few mementos with you, so if you want to plane shift or teleport back, you would find your way to this entrance without any problems. And you've returned to the Necrotree. You really need to regroup and rethink your strategy.
Including me,
well,
right?
Sorry, what was the question?
I said including me, right?
No, not including you, no.
Oh.
Ronaldo, Creek, and Cyril return to the Necrotree. Let me bring you guys there.
Wait, is it safe to assume my regeneration brought me back to full and repaired me?
Not yet. It's in the process. It's in the process. As you guys got away from that place and you return to the Necrotree and you sat down, yes, your life starts to regenerate, Creek, and I'll say you are about you're about. Let me put you at 111. There you go, out of 139, and you are sitting down with Cyril, who is particularly unhappy about the outcome of that, and with Ronaldo, and the fact that well, you can't really trust liches. You know, I mean, you trust a lich, chances are you're gonna get stabbed, and well, it's Creek, it's now a moment for you to think about what you want to do next, because it seems to me that Cero and Ronaldo just want to go back to their phylacteries, go on a little hunt, feed a soul to their phylacteries, recover what they have to recover, and then meet you later. They don't really sound like a very tightly neat group of adventurers. So, Creek, what would you like to say to them?
Well, tend to what you need to do. I'll be doing that a bit later. Just know I'll be using sending to regroup with you guys, but feel free to message me once you're all set. I'm going to find the others now that my bones feel like they're back in their place, and then I also have to spread the tale of Sabrina to fulfill my promise from being spared.
Well, Ronaldo, and here I go again doing some impressions of Ronaldo, tell you, Creek. Well, I think I will need more help than just liches in this, and I must go to my mansion in order to try and come up with some new servants that can support us in this quest. Maybe some dolls. I might fabricate some beautiful dolls. I have a nice collection already, and I have some servants that can help me with that crafting. Well, we're dead already, so we have all the time in the world to solve these matters, don't we? I will return soon enough with my small army of servants to help us in whatever quest we needed to proceed. And I wish you guys break a leg.
Thanks, Ronaldo. I'll make sure to put that in one of my songs. That sounds like a nice tune. Break a leg, as Creek just starts playing to it. Break a leg. And just like thinking variations of songs like that.
And with his gigantic scorpion-looking armor, Cyril steps through the roof of this house, is climbing through the walls, and he says, "Yeah, and that's my best impression of Cyril as well. Yeah, I need to feed my phylactery. Try not to have someone cutting you in half again. Um, I won't be there to get your guitar for you."
It meant a lot to me you kept it. That I will not forget that.
Yeah, and you can hear the clunky noises of, and I just realized I don't have. Where is my?
Creek thinks to
There
himself,
you go.
how does he move around in that thing? It looks so awkward. Is he actually a scorpion in that?
It could be. It could be. I mean, he spent so much time inside of that his body's probably reshaping to that. Or let me bring. Yes, and I just realized we had no music. I was going this a cappella so far. So
Oh, that's my
Krieg.
bad. I should have played music.
What would you like to do now that you are alone in this place?
Krieg thinks to himself and just tries to recap. Alright. So, we gotta get these parts. Seems the Whispered One has some help, which that guy is a dick. Man, he is great in decoration, but man, how dare he break my mind. And then he just thinks to myself, alright. What I'm gonna need then is information. I should do some research first. As like Krieg just starts to circle around, like tuning his guitar as he's thinking like, where can I go? Where can I go? And it hits him. I can disguise myself as a human. While I'm spreading the epic tales of Sabrina, I can mingle with the mortals with my smooth tongue and see what I can find around about the town and maybe some of the secrets underneath. That way, we're not wandering around aimlessly, and I might know a little bit something about some targets of interest. Do I know what happened to Midge?
No, you have no idea. And thanks for the segue. Let's go to Midge. Midge, look at you. Back in your myconid colony in your lair. Your lair's a mess, Midge. The myconids are not really organizing your stuff. Look at that. You have papers and scrolls and old knowledge you've been studying about myconid biology and little artifacts. Oh, it's just spread all over. Yeah, there are three myconids inside your lair, Midge. An adult one who usually stands by the door. Well, he tells you it's because he's protecting the door, but truth is he just enjoys to stay close to his friends, which are the other big mushrooms near the door. And you have two little myconid sprouts that just wander around and do nothing except produce some poisonous spores for you to keep this place smelling nice. So, Midge, you came back, you're checking on your myconids, the big mushroom's still there in the background. This place looks pretty much the same. The little lake that you have, the little pond that you have in the middle of your lair seems to be as disgusting as usual. What would you like to do?
Well, of course, it's not as messy as it should be. It's a little cleaner than usual, so she releases some spores throughout the place, and she'll come over here and look at her broken chair and just kind of sit on it as while it's on its side, and just think to herself, not really sure what we're doing. Yeah, feel a little weak. I should probably go try and fill my phylactery. And maybe see what the others are up to. Yeah, I think Midge is going to see if she can find the others.
Would you, Midge? Are you the kind of lich that kills its servant in order to fill the phylactery?
No, not the fungal. No, she wouldn't.
Very good.
She values. I mean, she's not. So she believes in balance. So she's evil, but she's evil in the sense that she will. Yeah, she's not like totally evil. She's neutral in her actions. So no, she wants to keep those guys around. So I think she's gonna go try and find an innocent soul to capture.
And don't worry, the carnivorous plants are all well fed now, thanks to you coming back here before they would eat your mushrooms.
Yeah. Let's see. What do I have? I don't have any way of traveling because I used my plant transportation. I haven't reset that. We haven't rested at all, have we?
No, not really.
Okay. I guess then, I mean, probably she'll just leave her lair and go try and find something to capture for her phylactery.
Well, Midge, you have the impression that someone is trying to contact you telepathically.
She will open up her mind then.
And as she opens her mind, on the other side, you hear a familiar voice. And she says, "So, did you discover anything useful about Vecna's plans or how to thwart them?"
Oh! This is Zuggtmoy, am I correct?
You are correct. You recognize her voice.
I just wanted to confirm because this is the first time in the campaign you've
Absolutely.
done that voice.
That was a perfect guess.
That's the only person that I think would try and contact me. Well, I seem to be teamed up with some people that aren't exactly the most efficient. I did get sent to some type of an astral prison where, believe it or not, I actually came face to face with Chronepsis. It appears that Chronepsis has a vested interest in us, excuse me, in us getting a hold of Vecna. Apparently, Chronepsis had Vecna imprisoned in this astral plane. So, there may be a somewhat disjointed ally, with Chronepsis, which, I gotta be honest, that's kind of cool. But, I found out, Vokar, we got the location of a couple of the rods. Vokar himself has one. Apparently there's one. The Spider Queen apparently has one, and Primus has one too. So, that's 3 out of 4.
That is indeed quite interesting. I wouldn't ever think my interests would be aligned with those of a dragon god. But be as it may, I would like you to continue in this path. Report more often to me on what you have discovered. This is an interesting topic to me.
Absolutely.
And for those,
yeah, go ahead.
And for those in the audience who don't know who Zuggtmoy is, she's the demon queen of fungi. She is also known as the Lady of Wrath and Decay. She's this very alien creature whose only desire is to infect the living with spores, transforming them into her mindless servants, and eventually into decomposing hosts for the mushrooms, molds, and other fungi that she spawns. She is utterly inhuman, and she can mold her fungoid form in an approximation of what seems to be a bipedal shape, but even though she's this skeletal thin figure that is depicted in grimoires and ancient art, um, draped and veiled in mycelia and lichen, there's much more to that appearance, and her servants um, are somewhat connected to her. Um, it's almost as if she makes a mockery of a mortal life and its many facets. She has also a cult spread through the abyss and the material planes and the underdark and evil and dark places across the multiverse. And the cultists of Zuggtmoy usually follow her, but some people think that they might be infected by the fungus of her to a certain degree. And yes, many people think that they are being mind controlled by Zuggtmoy, and that this is a blessing. How about you, Midge? How is your relationship with Zuggtmoy? Are you being mind controlled, or it's more like a professional relationship or a mutual curiosity?
Well, so Midge was banished to the abyss, and I would like to believe that because of Midge's pathway and love of fungus and bacteria and rot and decay and belief in the circle of life, that she had attracted the attention of Zuggtmoy. So when she arrived in the abyss, I think Zuggtmoy approached her and she empowered her. I think she's the one that granted her the lichdom status. And although she's not a cleric per se, she is as close to being a cleric of Zuggtmoy as you could be, without actually being a cleric, so to speak. So I believe it is a professional relationship. So far, I don't think anything that she has asked of Midge contradicts Midge's goals and beliefs. So I don't think there's any mind control happening.
Very good.
That has been discovered at this point.
Very good. In any case, Midge, if you were being mind controlled, would you actually know about that?
No.
All right. Okay,
But
so
me as a player doesn't have any idea of any mind control, so everything seems to be hunky dory as far as I'm concerned.
And she replies to you and says,
"If you ever come across other creatures that may have a potential for a bride, I would also be interested in extend my brides and having them possibly supporting more actions, investigating things that are of my interest in the mortal plane."
Oh, absolutely. I'm always looking for people that love decay and fungus.
Oh, they don't need to love it. They just need to have enough potential that I can exploit.
Ah, I understand what you're saying now.
Wonderful. Looking forward to hear from you again.
Absolutely. When I have... Oh, by the way, we did encounter another powerful Lich. His name was Azir Sunfall. If I'm being honest, he kind of kicked our ass. Just mentioning that name in case you know it.
I just have to do a minor precision because Midge wouldn't know his first name because she was not there. She would just know
then I would
him
just
as
know.
Mr. Sunfall.
I would just know Mr. Sunfall. Okay, I
Yeah.
wrote Azir, but okay. Then
That's
Mr.
all right.
Mr. Sunfall, not intending to metagame. He appears to be. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I never heard of him. I have no idea who he is. I guess he doesn't have a lot of renown, but if you think he has the potential to become a bridesmaid,
I don't know.
well, keep being your usual observant self. And if you arrive at a conclusion of a potential target, just let me know. I'll make sure my agents do something about it.
Absolutely.
And just like that, you notice the mental connection you had with her disappear. She's in a completely different plane of existence. She's in the abyss, while you, Midge, you are in your lair, which I will not tell anyone here where it is. But you are in a different place.
I have to be honest. I don't even know that I've told you where it is. Have I?
You see, you keep that secret so well.
No. I know you said we needed to come up with where it is, but I don't think I've actually communicated to you. So it's a secret for both of us.
It is a secret for both of us. It's a secret for the audience.
Yeah.
All right. So, Midge, what would you like to do next?
Yeah. I think, like I said, I think she's going to go try and connect up with the others and see if they're interested on doing some soul searching, some hunting for phylactery souls.
Excellent. Well, Midge, lucky you, that big toadstool on the back of your lair, yeah, just over there, has a teleportation circle inscribed upside down in it.
How convenient.
How convenient.
So she will venture up here and crawl underneath the top of the toadstool, and I think she'll probably travel back to the Necrotree, because that's the only common place that she knows of, and just wait for others to arrive.
Okay, so let me bring you back to the Necrotree. Well, Midge, as you return to the Necrotree, you see someone pacing around the Necrotree and playing songs, and that's an old friend, Krieg, who was just wondering about where you are.
Midge will walk forward. Hey there, Creaky Beaky!
A familiar face, Midge. Good to see you catching me on one of my moments. I was just about to cast Sending to ask how you been.
Oh, just hanging out for a bit, and got separated from everyone, so I figured I'd come back here and see if anyone was just, hanging out.
Well, Cyril and Ronaldo had to tend back to their phylacteries, and Ronaldo's going to try to get some help. Right now, I'm planning our next course of action before I tend to my phylactery.
Well, I kind of need to go find a little helpless soul. If you don't mind us going together,
We can definitely do that. They also took Necroloompa, and I'm
What?
really worried.
Yeah, I was about to ask. Can you tell me what happened while I was mushroom hunting?
And I proceed to give the short story that we were going in and we found a secret tunnel, to which this cleric and paladins decided to interrupt us when we went into a battle, and Mr. Sunfall himself came out.
Bitch!
And then I tried to slide away from the part that I was heroically slashed in half. And then mentioned that Mr. Sunfall took Necroloompa, and the paladin spared us when I smooth-talked our way out of the situation.
She'll step forward. You know, that Mr. Sunfall is becoming a bit of a hindrance to our goals. Wouldn't you agree?
He is. I think for the time being, I don't know if he's lying or not, but he's saying that we're part of the cult of Vecna and such. I don't know if he buys it.
Wait, he thinks that we're part of Cult of Vecna?
Well, I was lying to him while you guys were banished, and saying, where do I go to be recruited and such, just to fake it and all that. And he's telling me where I can go to join in, and I said thank you, and I don't know if he sees us as potential new recruits, or if he saw through that guise I made.
Interesting.
Needless to say, we're gaining a lot of attention. I think we need to get under the radar a bit.
Yeah. I mean, eventually it might not be a bad idea to do a little invasive investigation. But I don't know that we're quite ready, because he kind of kicked our ass.
Yes, even though I've been a lich much longer than him, he definitely has a few things that I've been lacking.
Yeah.
Needless to say, what I was gonna do after I reached out to you was, aside from our little soul hunting we'll do, I was gonna become a human, spread the tales of Sabrina the Cleric as I promised, and then also look for information myself, all with the mortals.
How is Creek? How is your at this point? How is Creek looking?
Well,
how is your HP?
I'm 111 at 139. How much did I look like? I don't look like I got cut in half anymore from the regeneration.
No, the regeneration would be completed by now. So you look
He's
back
back
to
to
your
full.
old self. Yeah, you look back at your old self, but not that means you look good. Just
Okay.
Well,
He doesn't need any healing though. He's good. You're good.
yeah, he's good.
One day I dream regeneration will bring me back to my full beauty.
All right. She
Ronaldo had done some of his magic on Creek
Okay.
before they arrived here.
because I discovered Wither and Bloom will work on us as liches because it
That
doesn't.
is true.
So
Yes.
I was gonna do a little of that since there's some greenery and some grass here. But she does. Midge does reach out. You got one out of place here, and she you have a rib that's dislocated, and she just pops it back into place for you.
Ooh, you really know your anatomy.
Oh, yeah, I sure do.
Well, before we feed our phylacteries a bit and gather information, let me message Necroloompa. Hopefully she's all right.
Oh, you said she's gone, huh?
Oh, let me cast sending and see if that'll work.
And while you are doing that, let me cut back to Necroloompa for a second. Let's step back in the timeline. As Necroloompa, you step back to the moment where you come out on the other side of that teleportation. We're a little bit earlier than that conversation between Midge and Creek. And soon as the map loads on my end, I'll be able to tell you what's going on. Can you see the map?
It's all white for me.
It's all white. Okay, that's not good. Refresh the page on your end, please.
Oh, it's just loaded.
Oh, it just loaded. Okay. That's jump gate is really fast, guys. if our audience would like to know, we're playing in Roll20 Jump Gate, and it's super. Roll20, guys, if you're out there and you want to sponsor this show, we are demonstrating your product here, how good it is. All right. Okay, now that we had that little intermission, let me put back the songs and everything. Necroloompa, you arrive and you look around and you are in the middle of a portal.
Yeah.
Around you there are several candles with green flame, and as you still stunned, all you can notice is 3 out of the 5 cultists that are in this conjuration circle around you. And there's blood on the ground. Apparently, you gotta pay your dues if you're gonna use this conjuration circle. This was probably some sort of catacomb as well, but as you can see, it has been desecrated. The place now serves other gods. You can see the decapitated statues of angels, and the skulls, which indicate, in the symbols on the ground, which indicate this is a necromantic temple, and necromantic magic's being used here. There is this massive circular stairs that go around the room and goes all the way up about 150 feet from the ground, and several flights of stairs that just circle around. And Mr. Sunfall, after teleporting you here, says, "Cool, right? I can teleport whoever I want, whether they're willing or not. One of the perks of working for the man, or I should say for the Lich God. Well, I would ask you questions, but I'm afraid you can't reply them. Well, in this circle, you won't be able to get out of here. You're gonna be a little prisoner until the Whisper One is able to come and talk to you in person. I promised him I would get him nice magic items and sometimes even nice foals that he can sacrifice to his powerful rituals. While you are an old foal of him, and I must say I'm a little bit envious of your backstory with him, because you know him longer than I do. But well, my envy aside, I must say that I might be very well rewarded to bring you to his attention. Do you have anything to say for yourself?"
Is he gonna understand anyway?
You can try.
Do you understand what I'm talking right now?
Yeah, I really don't.
Are you pretending you don't?
And out of your mouth just comes out, and he says, "Yes, I completely agree with you."
Then I will continue to talk. Maybe I'll manage to piss him off somehow. So I'll just
And he
talk
keeps
nonsense.
giving you
Anything that
this
I can see around.
he keeps giving you this nod as if he's just giving you standard answers. Yes, that makes sense. Yes, Necroloompa, indeed. And Necroloompa, you can try to roll a wisdom save at this point if you're trying to get free of your stun condition. And that's a DC 20 wisdom save.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's try this. No! I rolled an 18.
Almost there. He says, "You know, I wonder if he needs you to be with your full powers. Maybe I should just make sure you are taken care of." And he takes advantage that you are stunned, and he is going to try and grab your items to disarm you. So he's coming for your spell book, for your focuses, so your wands, and of course for your sunblade. And you can try to prevent him from taking it, particularly because you're wielding the sunblade. It's a strength versus strength.
I have a strength 0. Okay.
And
so I
you're
need to roll
stunned. Yes, which means you have a big disadvantage on this.
So do I roll a saving throw? Strength?
No, just roll
Oh.
a flat strength check. That's fine. Let's just do strength versus strength.
How do I do that?
The number to beat is a 5.
Oh. Well. Let's. Oh.
That's how high he
Oh
rolled.
my god! I rolled a 4.
Oh wow, that's unbelievable. Okay. Unfortunately, Necroloompa, he managed to pull your pinky and he opens your hands and he takes
No!
the sunblade out of your hand.
So,
And then he goes around and pulls the wands out of your belt, and he carefully unbutton your enduring spell book out of your belt as well, and you can unequip them from your stuff. He also notices that you're wearing a mantle, and he take that mantle off. And you can also unequip your mantle of spell resistance. So your sunblade, your mantle of spell resistance,
I
your
have
wands.
no idea how to unequip this.
You
Do I
just need to click on the
delete them?
checkbox on the left. No, just refresh on your end. I did it for you.
Okay.
All right. So he takes all of that and says, "Oh, my master's gonna love this," and then he teleports all the way there to that ledge, and he drops all the items there on the ground, and he keeps looking at you and he says, "Well, I don't like to scream, as you may have noticed, because I have some tips that the more liches scream, the shorter is the time life of their jaws. So if I scream too much, the muscles of my jaw just gonna decay faster. So I really don't like to scream. But you just stay there, behave, be a nice little lich girl, and I'm going to try and go talk to the Whisper One, and I'll be right back, okay?" And he starts to climb up the stairs all the way to the north, and as you see him exiting, and just like that, Mr. Sunfall leaves you with 5 babysitters around you, 5 cultists that seem to be, all of them seem to be concentrating quite harsh on this circle, as if they are maintaining some sort of spell. So, Necroloompa, you can roll another wisdom save.
No.
Okay, and given that I've gave Mr. You are out of initiative, so you can roll another one if you want.
Rolling.
Necroloompa, it seems that maybe it's the magic here or the environment, maybe they're these candles. They're preventing you from get rid of this. What is happening? What would you like to do, Necroloompa? Remember, stun condition has been rewritten, so you can still use an action or a bonus action, but not both.
What do I want to do? So I can I use Steel Wind Strike on them?
You can certainly try. How do you want to do that?
Well, I don't know, because like you said, I can't move, but with this one, I can't. I'm kind of teleporting. Wait, I can't do Steel Wind Strike, can I? Because I don't have a weapon anymore.
Haha.
Okay. So I guess I guess it will come up as gibberish for them, but I'll continue talking and I'll like point to all of them, trying to grab their attention. Is there anyone that is
Okay.
saying
They seem to be
something?
concentrating. They're very devoted. They all seem to be. First, they're stepping on some sigils on the ground that seem to be magical for all you can tell, and they seem to be holding something up, maybe some sort of barrier. You look at the ground, and there was some sacrifice here in order to activate this stone as a massive teleportation circle. And there's a lot. There are a lot of glyphs around. They all seem to be necromantic things, and these creatures are really focused on whatever it is that they are doing. All these cultists don't seem to be giving a damn about the fact that you are there in the middle. They barely acknowledge your presence.
Right. Yeah. I don't have much that I can do, really. I can't think of anything. So...
So roll a wisdom save.
Nope.
All right.
Goodness.
Back to Creek. Creek, you have 25 words for that sending spell. Go ahead.
Necroloompa, thank you for telling me to watch out. Where are you? And are you okay? How many words I got left?
About 10.
We will try to help. So, I have 4 left.
Yes, exactly.
Give me clear details.
Necroloompa, you have 25 words to reply back with clear details.
So do I know, first of all, where I am? I don't, right?
No, but well, you can deduce you are underground, and given the mood of the place, this seems to have been some sort of catacomb that was desecrated. So you imagine you might still be in Neverwinter.
Okay. So is it with certainty that I'm in Neverwinter?
No,
Okay.
the only way to be certain about that would be to step outside and
Okay.
check out the place,
See what the weather's like.
see what the weather's like. You know.
So I'll say he took my blade and other stuff. I'm somewhere underground, waiting
Have 50
for
more words. Yeah.
Vecna. Waiting for him to talk to Vecna.
5 more.
in a teleportation circle. I'm in a teleportation circle.
You cut off.
And just your I'm and like,
I'm, and that's it.
man, she doesn't know sending? I say that to Midge.
Did you get any information?
Well, from what I was told, her stuff's stolen. I guess Mr. Sunfall is trying to talk to Vecna. She might, I don't know what she's gonna be used for, and she's underground. So, and she's by a teleportation circle. Oh, wait, a teleportation circle? Oh, we don't know the coordinates, though.
No.
Maybe.
Do we have anything that belongs to her?
Good question. Good question. Let me look. No, you gave her poison, didn't you?
I gave all of you a poison. I did.
That's something that belongs to you. Oh, dang.
Well, no, but she would have it on her person. He didn't take it. We
Well,
don't know if he took it.
Maybe he took it. I know she said her stuff's been taken, but I don't know. But if that
Yeah.
poison... Well, alternatively, if we don't have anything on for her, I could go into Netherwinter and also get some information. Mr. Sunfall is working with the cult of Vecna. So
That
there's
sounds
got to
like-
be someone that would know about this.
Yep. Well, sounds like we've got a little mini adventure, just the two of us.
Yes. But first, shall we get some souls?
Yeah. And you see her eyes light up like bright green as she is looking forward to this.
Well, I was wondering, when were you guys going to report back? How long have you been waiting for me here? Why haven't you sent me a message?
Oh, Vokar, hey, I got here a little while ago as I was pacing around and Midge appeared.
Where are the
Yeah.
others?
Well, Cyril is getting a soul for his phylactery. Ronaldo is doing the same and then going back to his mansion, see if he can get some help. I guess, Midge, you did something else. You were tending to some mushrooms and spores you were looking for.
Yeah.
And myself, I got split in half by a towering giant of a holy man and spent some time regenerating my skeleton.
We're kind of spread out all over the place, Vokar.
And
That's what it
Necroloompa-
looks like. Yeah, I guess that's what I get for trusting the fate of this mission to a group of liches, I
Yeah, we
guess.
kind of all have our own agendas, if I'm being honest. It may take us a while to trust each other.
I haven't worked together with a group since how many centuries ago? Since Vecna took them away. But still, I was getting a feel for Neverwinter, and I'm gonna go gather information. Oh, I forgot to mention that they took Necroloompa, Mr. Sunfall.
Oh, that's not good. That is probably means Necroloompa knows a little bit too much about me. That probably means I could be compromised.
We all could be.
I have to say, that's like a lich slap in the face. Well, as they say, get lich or die trying, right? So I've became a lich to get things done or get my revenge. And sometimes Lich happens, and when it does, we have to kind of handle. And I must say that I'm not your average Lich, and since this is becoming a bit too hairy, I feel that I might have to go with you. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going with you because I think you are incompetent. I'm going with you because I think that if I want things done right, I'll probably have to roll up my sleeves and do it myself.
True, compared to Mr. Sunfall and you, I'm probably a lichlet.
Yes, and I've yeah, I must say that sometimes I start a train of thought and it just flies away out of my mind. Do you guys have the same thing?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
I actually have flies that fly out of my head, so I understand literally.
Yeah, I feel like I might be losing my train of thought. Some people say that I'm getting mental or that I have some sort of lich dementia, and they would like me to just go and retire, But I know that I don't believe in that.
I'll say one of the few things that keeps my memory going is my music. Quite a powerful art to help refresh the mind.
Well, that's your lychee business. And it's not really my kind of thing. Well, since that crazy little lich of Mr. Sunfall took Necroloompa, I suggest we go after her before she compromised the entire mission by confessing whatever she knows to Vecna. Now, that is a lich that knows a lot of methods to extract information out of anyone.
Midge, you see Midge jump up about 2 feet. Yeah, let's go, liches!
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I guess we're gonna have to go. Oh boy, this is going to be a bit messy. Maybe we have to think about this and do this properly. We have to go there, take her out, without leaving any evidence that we were there. What do you know about her location?
well, from what I was told, somewhere dark, in a teleportation circle. Legend, did she mention cultists or anything?
No.
No, she said underground.
Underground and by a teleportation circle.
Yeah.
Something that
And
probably
he took all of her stuff.
And they took all of her stuff. So I'm thinking that information is someone a cult of Vecna would know.
Midge looks over at Vokar. No, because I have to have something of hers. She has something of mine. Never mind. Okay. I was going to see if he could scry. If he had that ability.
Well, she has something of mine.
Oh, the stone!
Yes, you thought I was being altruistic by giving you those gifts, huh?
Well,
Oh,
Vokar, do you have the ability to scry? That might help us.
I might have.
And he casts the scrying spell. And it takes him about 10 minutes as he's casting. And
We got all the time in the world.
yes. And he says,
Oh,
as he covers the eye patch on his he uses one hand to cover his eye patch as if he could see through that eye patch.
He covered the wrong one.
And he says,
I see, Necroloompa. This place is familiar to me. They did something. Okay, I know where she is. She's under Castle Never. She is in the graveyard. The royal graveyard, the royal catacombs under Castle Never. I see. I remember this place. Unfortunately, we won't be able to go directly there. And he says, "Oh, that is strange.
What?
Well, they have put some protections there, and I see cultists around her. They seem to be holding some sort of a protection spell. Maybe an area of hallow, or definitely something. Which means there are other things that could come out of this conjuration circle. There's something else going on, but simply by scrying, I can't tell. Maybe... Well, now that I know where she is, maybe I can project there. Maybe I... And he says, "Well, hold my body, Lich!" And suddenly he falls unconscious.
Great catch.
Just...
Before he falls.
Yes, you can. And you catch him, and he falls unconscious for just a split second. And Necroloompa, let me go back to you. As suddenly
He just dropped dead.
you see a familiar face in front of you.
The map is white
And
for me.
he stands there as a projection, and right in front of you. And again, those cultists around you, now you realize that's gotta be some sort of trance. This doesn't even draw their attention. And he stands in front of you and says, well, his projection says,
"So, are you planning to stay here the whole day? Are you enjoying your spa treatment? Or would you like to get the hell out of here?"
I'm actually good. How are you?
I can't understand shit that you're saying.
Oh, yeah. Well,
roll a wisdom save.
oh god.
I believe in you.
Come on.
No. The worst of them all.
Oh, nat one. Oh no.
Should have gave you my inspiration.
Oh, Necroloompa. You get to a point where you just try so many times, you just give up. You just think this is stun condition is just going to stay forever.
Do I still have that bard inspiration?
No.
And it says, "Well, you clearly seem to be suffering from some sort of a magical effect. Well, that should teach you that liching ain't easy, and you should know that lich happens when you party naked, Necroloompa,
And
whatever that means."
I point towards where Sunfall put my stuff, and like point desperately, like there, my stuff. Can you see them?
Yes, statues. Yes, statues of angels.
No,
Yes.
I say up there, up. Look up. I like show. I'm trying to show him my sword.
Whatever language you are speaking, I clearly don't understand.
I'm pretending I'm holding a sword in my hand, and I'm like pointing with the other finger. You see, no sword.
Oh, you might be going mad. Oh, you poor thing.
Oh my god.
Oh yes. Holy Lich, I think we are. Oh, Necroloompa, I may have to fire you.
Oh, making a
You
sad face to him.
Right now, you are a liability, and I may have to drop you. Oh, that reminds me. Can't you just, destroy yourself? I mean, you should be at least good enough to do that. And you come meet us in the Necrotree in a few days. Once your body regenerates. That's probably the only way out of this mess.
No, I need my sword and my wand and my mantle. What are you talking about? I still point desperately and try to show him that I have no sword.
Lich, I have to tell you, I have no idea what you're saying.
And he looks at you with this resting face, as he's unamused, and he says,
You gotta, Necroloompa, you gotta drop the Lich act and just get the hell out of whatever is that happening to you. Do you understand?
I have faith. Roll another wisdom save. Come on. You can do it.
Oh, good, I don't have faith. Oh!
But we do. Yes!
Oh, God.
Very good.
Oh,
Very good. Can you?
Lich. Oh, my Lich.
So
He just vomits all over him.
And I tell him,
So-
my sword, my mantle, my wand they're there, up there. Can you see? I can't leave without them. I want to have them on me, and then I can die. I don't mind.
you're not gonna be able to leave this circle if those creatures around you are concentrating on some sort of protection spell. You're gonna have to take them down first, Necroloompa. Oh, I feel like a wise ghost advising you. Ooh, I'm like Snowbody and you're like Vecna. Ooh.
All right. Well, I shall try to do that. So, stay around. Let's see what's going on. What's going
Yeah,
to happen.
while you go leeching for trouble, I'm going to go back to my body and put it back to work.
Wait,
Okay?
Wait. How do I how do I kill myself? How do I die? For me to resurrect?
Don't know, destroy your body. I mean, you seem pretty good in destroying other people's body. Just do the same things to you.
I can attack myself? Okay. Alright.
Of course you can. And there's a bigger chance that you won't hit.
Okay.
and just like that, his projection goes away and vanishes. Necroloompa, what would you like to do?
Hear the Kill Bill music.
Where's the-
Don't really have much option here, to be honest. But I will. What are these? They're cultists, you said.
Yes.
Okay. So I will.
It probably wusses. You probably just hit him with your fists.
I will firebolt.
Okay.
On this one down here.
How are you doing that, Necroloompa, now that you don't have a focus?
Oh, I don't have a. So wait, so I can't do anything except for.
Oh, actually, no. Never mind. A firebolt is a vocal and somatic, so you
I
can't
don't
cast
need-
without a focus.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So, yeah, perfect then. So I will create. like a fireball, and I will swirl it towards this guy down here. To the
Very good.
to the left.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and attack them.
So there's a 23 hit.
It does. It hits a shimmering wall of force that has been held around you as a dome. As your firebolt hits, you just see the ripples just... And now you can see the shape of a dome on top of you. Transparent dome of force.
Amazing. Oh, good. Is this something that I can dispel?
Roll an Arcana check.
A very bad Arcana check. 13.
Well, if... wow, you have plus 11 on that.
I know.
You roll a 2. Well, there. It's like when you make a Google search and you have just too many answers because your search is too broad. That's about the result you're getting here. There are just too many spells and rituals that would fit the description of a transparent dome of force on top of you. I mean, there are some more classic ones, such as Wall of Force, but why would they be holding you inside a wall of force? They know you can get out of that.
I really have no idea how I can get out of here.
Would you like to roll an investigation check?
Yes, please. 17.
Well, as you look around and you start to looking for more clues to try and narrow down your search. You look at the area that this spell is covering, and the result's not good. The spells that would cover this area, probably you imagine you are inside maybe a prismatic wall. But this doesn't seem like... No, it couldn't be. That would be much... It wouldn't be transparent. Maybe it's a wall of force. Well, only one way to know. You can try and disintegrate it. If it shatters, it worked.
Okay. Then I will cast Disintegrate. Can I even do that? Wow, I only have one chance basically. Because that's the only slot that I have.
Okay.
So I'll cast Disintegrate.
Oof.
Very nice. As you cast Disintegrate, describe your spell to us, Necroloompa.
So, from my pointing with my finger towards whatever this dome can be, and I'm just gonna say to this like magical whatever dome, disintegrate.
And Necroloompa, you start to prepare the spell, and then you realize, crying out loud, this has material component.
Oh god, so I need a focus, you mean?
You need a focus. Now, you have some stuff on you still that he didn't take it away, including a bag of holding.
Yes.
What do you have in your bag of holding, Necroloompa?
Dust.
Well, you can check your inventory. Maybe you have an old focus there that you haven't used in a long time. Probably has some dust and spider webs on top of it. mean, only even a common wand would be enough for you to be able to cast this spell now.
No. Oh, I do. I have an arcane focus on. Yeah, I do.
You do? So you look into your mass of a bag of holding, which by the silence it took you to find that wand. I assume there was a lot of stuff in there and you don't really organize your bag that well. And you pull, what is it? What is the focus?
It is just a normal wand.
Okay, so Necroloompa, now with a normal wand, you can cast Disintegrate.
Alright. Do you want me to do it again, or you can take the roll that I
No
already
need.
did? Okay.
Just describe the spell to us now.
So I'm pointing, and from my finger is like a ray that comes out towards the magical dome, and I say disintegrate.
And as you cast your spell, suddenly you hear the sound of glass shattering, as if this massive dome was actually made of some sort of glass. And now the cultists snap out of a trance. And Necroloompa, you can click on your token and roll initiative.
Let's go.
1v5.
25.
Yeah.
Very nice. And you are indeed the first one to act.
Alright.
What would you like to do, Necroloompa?
So I will continue with that firebolt that I tried last time.
Okay, but you just used your action. So
Oh.
you have a bonus action and your movement. What
I
would you
will-
like to do?
I will activate my blade song as a
Excellent.
bonus action, and I.
So that will put your AC at 23 and your speed at 40.
I already have 40. Oh yeah. No. What is it?
You have 40 because of mobile, so it's going to
Yes,
put your speed at
exactly.
50
50.
because of Blade Song.
All right, and I'm thinking so 50 would be around where? Let me see real quick. Yeah, I think I will move. I'll move here. Wait, where do I need to go to go up the stairs? Is it here on these stairs here?
Yeah.
Right, so I guess I'll move that way.
And
see how-
Midge and Creek also roll initiative on your end so that we can organize the turn.
Alright, I don't have my
Since the party is
token,
split.
but I'll just roll it.
Just roll, just roll from your D&D Beyond
Ooh.
character sheet. Very nice.
That one, a 3. Midge is looking for mushrooms again.
You know what, Midge? I give you my inspiration.
I have my own inspiration. It's fine, dude. I'll stay with a 3. It's okay.
Alright.
Save it, man. We're gonna need it later.
All right.
I'm sticking with the 3.
That's okay. That's okay.
Midge is distracted.
Necroloompa, what would you like to do?
Wait, do I start again? Did I not use my action?
That is your bonus action, your speed. That's the end of your turn.
I
All
moved
right.
a little bit to the right here, and yeah, that's the end of my turn.
And as the cultists look at you, she says, "Hey, you are stepping on the runes. You're gonna draw his attention." And as she says that, the runic circle suddenly hisses and flashes with lurid light, as if the candles were about to be extinguished. The glow of the rooms dims as shadowy smoke starts to rise from the carvings on the ground. The smoke gathers in the center of the chamber, where it coalesces into a sort of apparition of an emaciated skull with one glowing green eye standing right there in the middle of that conjuration circle. The apparition speaks to you in a hissing baritone, and it says to you the following.
Good news to see that you are still alive, Loompa. Though your efforts have been very disappointing, you have brought me new points of interest.
And as the apparition says that, it swivels to look at you, and continues.
Yes, there is great potential here. May we meet again. But until then, I have my eye on you.
And as that apparition, which, by the way, Necroloompa, giving your own life experience and backstory, or I should say your own life experience, you know that that's Vecna. You recognize the voice, the tone, the presence as it enters the room. And the apparition then explodes into streaks of shadow. They're just passing through each creature in the room, including you, with a whispered scream before vanishing. And you can hear that scream in your mind, as if you could experience death all over again, Necroloompa. And you feel your body cold like you haven't felt since you were alive. And Necroloompa, you can roll a d4 for me, please.
Oh.
On an even number, you get one result. On an odd number, you get a different one.
Oh.
Great.
All right. I'll tell the player, because the character will discover later, that you've got a charm called Charm of the Eldritch Eye out of this experience. It's a supernatural gift, and you can cast Clairvoyance as an action without using a spell slot and requiring no material components. Once used 3 times, the charm vanishes.
Alright. Okay.
It seems Vecna is interested in you, Necroloompa. And the cultists look at you and say, "The Whisper One wants you. You should join him." And the other one says, Yes, join the Whisper One and his wisdom. You are very special. You've been chosen to join him. Yes, and all of them do nothing as they just stand there trying to convince you and give you like positive reinforcement that indeed you should make a choice to go with the Whisper One. Now, let me go back to the Necrotree where Volkar wakes up in your arms, Creek, and says,
Take me to dinner first, Creek. It's not really my thing. All this lichy business. Don't start with your lichy tricks on me. Understood? No making moves. I'm not that kind of lich.
And then
go ahead.
using my actor feat, since I've heard his voice for over a minute, I'm gonna replicate his voices. But oh boy, I felt a spark when I was holding you in those arms. Is what you're thinking? Ain't that a lich?
Oh, you lichy bastard! Don't go imitating my thing, and don't kill my vibe.
He just starts laughing a little bit. I gotta have a little fun even in this undead life. Otherwise, I feel like I'm not even a soul anymore.
Midge is giggling. That was good.
And I replicate Midge's voice and says,
I was about to say, do yours too. Do me next.
okay, I can do yours too. That's how good I am.
Creek, if you don't, you have inspiration, so I don't have to give it to you. All right, and Volkar says,
well, as much as this is amusing to all of you, this is a matter of urgency. We need to find a way to take Necroloompa out of that place. A lich in time saves 9. That's what my grandma used to say. Well, anyway, shall we do something? Shall we move?
Yes, before we move, I'm going to cast Mind Blank on myself. I'm going to say that Mr. Sunfall seemed to feeble-mind me, so I'm going to prepare so that doesn't happen again.
Very nice. Very good for you. All right. So, how do we get there?
I mean, I can't use any of the trees. It's all the same tree. It won't let me travel.
Come on, Creek. You should be versatile enough.
Oh, yeah.
You're a bard after all.
I can upcast a teleport at a higher level. That's allowed, right, Legend?
you can upcast teleport. Yeah, sure, why not? If it's not gonna give you any extra effect, but yeah, you can upcast.
Well, I have one teleport spell left before I need to rest a bit.
Well, there is a problem, though. We are in a different plane of existence.
That's right. Man, I wish I studied and read about that in those history books. I only sing about those planes.
So if we want to go to Neverwinter, we're gonna have to use some sort of a powerful spell. Well, I'm asking you because I really don't want to spend my spell slots.
Let me check. I used quite a bit of spells against those holy warriors.
Oh my god.
I don't have anything to get out of this plane. I was relying on... Who casted the first time, Legend? Was it Necroloompa?
Look, I'm gonna tell to you straight, Creek. Okay? I'm gonna be very straightforward with you. Alright? If you want to be my bottom lich, You gotta stop being such a basic lich. Do you understand?
Yes, I'll have to better prepare myself.
Yeah, because how come I'm counting on you to transport this party somewhere, and I have to be the one coming here and get my hands dirty?
And then he says that, he casts Gate.
And it says, isn't the Necrotree a wonder? No one can come in, but we can get out.
And he casts Gate, and a massive 20-foot diameter gate opens in front of the three of you.
Come on, step in. I guess we're going to Neverwinter.
We're off to Neverwinter, the water from Neverwinter.
And then before we go in, I'm going to disguise myself as my human self again.
And Midge doesn't even care.
Very good, very good. And and with that, seems like a good timing for us to take a short 5-minute break, and we'll be back shortly, everybody. Do we have that little song? Do we have the Necroloompa? Do we have that little song for the break? Let me put a little elevator song.
Oh, I was going to say, my singing it'd be like, just put that on repeat.
All right, we'll be back shortly, everybody. All right, are we all back? Midge, Creek, Necroloompa.
Yeah, here.
Yep, I'm back.
All right, great. Okay, so last you guys were stepping into the gate to Castle Never, and let me bring you all to the image of that gate.
Ooh.
And you land on the rocks near the castle. A bit of a tough terrain, and Volkar tells you,
Well, not exactly what I was thinking. This place has changed, but I guess, you see, always good to know a destination that you want to visit, because there are fast ways to travel. Yeah, very efficient way to travel. Is a beauty, isn't it? If it wasn't for that fiery sky, that they smoke, and the fact that cultists control this place now, it would actually be a shitty place for you to look at. But no, look at this. Look at how beautiful they've made. It almost has a gothic tone to it. And you guys can hear the waves crashing against the shore. And, well, Volkar tells you there's a small passage that used to lead to those catacombs, coming from a broken bridge through the side of the castle. Hopefully, there's no one there watching. And he starts to carefully climb down the rocks and guide you into this supposedly broken bridge.
Midge. Oh, okay.
And he says,
Yeah, still here. Some things never change.
Midge looks at Vokar and says, "What if I had a way that we could, just kind of blow on by everything? Do you know where we're going?"
Oh, yeah, I've been here before. You know, I used to run this shit for Vecna.
Well, wait, hold on, come back here.
Yeah?
Come a little closer. Don't be shy.
And creeps
And,
backs up a bit.
Listen, I'm gonna cast a spell that's gonna put us in gaseous form. That way we can just whisk on by everyone and around until we get to where we want to go. What do you think?
That will make us slower, no?
No, we can travel like 300 feet a second.
Okay.
Or 300, hold on. 300 feet. How fast can we go?
Meanwhile, while we have our speed,
Flying speed of 300 feet and
Is
resistance.
this
to
gaseous form?
damage. No, it's wind walk.
All right.
So I'll do it at seventh level. It's the only way that I could get multiple people, so I took wind walk.
meanwhile,
good.
I can make it stealthier for us. That way, people have a harder time detecting us.
Even in gaseous form?
Well, if I cast it before gaseous form, does that maintain the spell's concentration?
Fast without a trace?
Yeah, cast without a trace.
Yeah, you can maintain concentration if you cast before that.
All right.
Take a look at something. Disguise self is not a concentration, so I'll cast pass without a trace before you convert us and say, "All right, stay close to me."
All right.
Oh,
And I will upcast wind walk at 7th level to allow me. So. let's
Okay.
see, display on VT. No, that's Wither and Bloom. That's not what I meant to do. Hold on. Time out. That's what I
Do you need the elevator song?
No. I pressed on the wrong thing. So
All
there
right.
we go. So this will allow us to get where we need to go less
Yes.
detected and quicker.
Yes,
plus,
and
we won't have to-
it
we
will
won't have
last
to worry
8
about-
hours.
Yeah. Until we drop it, but we also don't have to worry about crossing this bridge. We can just fly across.
Very good. The only actions the creature can take in this form are dash action or to revert to its original form.
Yeah. Which takes some
Very
minute.
good. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. So you all three turn into misty wisps of clouds, and you can now fly at 300 feet.
Yeah.
Very good. Which allow you to just go across the map in 1 second.
Yeah.
And you cross through that door.
I believe I could fly.
Yeah.
And you cross through that door, and you've passed through. So the entrance, the secret entrance, seems to be depicting a long forgotten battle. Volkar, as he passes first through the door, and the surface on the inside of the surface of the door on the inside is etched with arcane symbols. And he seems to just whisks away a sequence of runes, and the door, something was deactivated, some sort of trap, and it reveals, as he does that, continual flames reveals a narrow stairway descending into the heart of the catacombs underground. Volkar leads the way, and with all three of you, and your senses attuned and not making any noise, thanks to pass without a trace, all of you start to just fly down the stairs. The air here is thick with a scent of mildew and decay.
Oh,
And-
Midge is loving it. She wishes she wasn't in gaseous form because she just stop and smell the roses every moment.
Yes,
Oh, you can
indeed.
still smell?
And yes, it seems that you can hear once in a while the sound of dripping water echoing in the distance. As you are descending deeper into the cave system, you come across some Vecna's cultists. They're carrying torches with green flame, and as you pass by them, you almost put out the torches. And the cultists seem to be standing vigilant, but their eyes keep searching in the darkness for intruders, but nothing more than just you guys as a breeze of air
Fantastic.
pass through
I
them.
love
Lair.
bypassing combat. Oh, damn it. Those could have been our phylactery fillers, though.
After
Um,
Necroloompa.
You are all extremely silent, and and you follow Volkar, who is leading ahead, as he squeezes through narrow passages, and you go around cultist positions and
I love it.
walls and even the earth itself, as you just find little narrow passages into the cave, and you just pass through, emerging from a side passage. You find yourselves inside of these deeper catacombs. Away ahead, clearly in front of you, is a downwards spiral stairway that seems to be very well crafted. Statues and a place that gives you a regal sense of architecture, but at the same time, as you look around, everything has been desecrated by what seems to be necromantic symbols. Volkar goes back to his normal form, and he nods at you, kind of a nod of satisfaction, as he sees he might be slightly proud of you, and he makes a sign for you to be silent.
Oh,
As downstairs, about 150 feet down, you can see Necroloompa exchanging conversation with 5 cultists that stand in a circle, a runic circle. And well, let me bring the 3 of you there.
oh, I gotta make sure I didn't cast Wither and Bloom on my page.
Volkar is in its normal form. Are you
Yeah.
two still remaining as a wind?
He told us to stay quiet, so Midge will stay in the gaseous form until. Actually, no, because it's going to take a minute. Midge would have reverted at the
Oh,
same time as.
okay.
I'll revert,
That's,
but since I'm disguised, I'll still be in stealth while I revert back.
Okay. In any case, you still have Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah, we'll be at the top of the stairs, right? Okay.
Yeah. And he starts to go down, and with Pass Without a Trace, it's much easier to be stealthy. And as you guys arrive here about mid of the stairs, there's a bunch of stuff here that you recognize being Necroloompa's stuff. And Volkar gently picked them out of the ground. As you see, then the cultists downstairs are talking to Necroloompa. Necroloompa, they continue to hiss to you. You are now a chosen one. The Whisper One is going to give you special access. You should be very proud of yourself.
Midge will walk over here. And how far?
Necroloompa, what would you like to say to that
Oh, sorry.
comment?
Okay.
I wanted to say, well, it's always a pleasure to talk to the whispered one, right? Were you special as well?
Oh no, we are not special as you. One day maybe I'll be a lich. That is my dream. Liches are very special, immortal creatures. They are on top of the existence.
I see. And what do these special liches get for following the whispered one?
Only the Whisper One can tell you. But you are very fortunate that he selected you. Yes, you are very fortunate. Step into this conjuration circle. We will send you to him. Yes, step into the conjuration circle. We'll send you to his main temple. And Necroloompa, roll a perception check for me.
Oh, good. Okay. I freak out a bit without showing.
As you are talking to them and you are slightly distracted, you look up and you see Midge stepping onto a ledge.
Whew, I have some sort of relief in my mind. I don't show it so that the other ones don't, these cultists don't see them.
And Midge, what would you like to say if you want to say anything?
Oh no, she's not going to say anything. She's going to use her blow dart, shoot a blow dart, a blowgun.
Aha! You see how blowgun are awesome. It's one of the best weapons in the game. Anyone who says otherwise really doesn't know how to use a blowgun.
Yeah. No.
It's a completely silent weapon.
I've got it in my inventory. So she's gonna dip one of her +1 darts into her potent poison, and fire it at this one right here, which is within 30 feet. Yeah.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll.
All right. Oh god, that's not very high. 13.
That hits, actually.
Okay. So we get... Oh, it's just going to do, looks like 4. It does 4 plus the +1, so it'll do 5, plus my potent poison, which is a con 14 save.
Okay.
So
Con 14 save. It rolled a 6.
All right, so it's going to take another 11 damage, and I will display this on VTT so you can, everyone can see what's going on with it.
All right. As the cultist takes that dart to its nape, it just goes like, "I'm not feeling well," and falls to the ground. And the other cultists look at her immediately, and they notice you there. And they say, "Oh no, the Whisper One is going to be mad. She is going to rise as an apparition now. Oh, isn't she lucky? She's traversing to the other side. Yes, I wish I was that lucky." And they continue to talk as if death was completely natural to them.
Well, are you? Is it technically my turn, or am I just doing that?
Well, that's your action. What else would you like to do? Let me put let me put back the. Where is
Yeah,
my?
because I kind of snuck that
Why
one
is my
in
turn
there.
order?
So
All right. Let me add you to the turn order, and I also have Creek, which rolled a 25.
yeah, I actually rolled the worst, so I don't know if that was unfair for me to take that turn.
That's okay.
Okay,
We can switch turns in my games, so that's fine.
that's fine.
All right. So you still have a bonus action and an action. What else would you like to do?
My bonus action was applying the poison. That costs a
Okay.
bonus action.
All
So
right.
I just have my movement.
What would you like to do?
You know, how far can she go? What's my movement? 40? So she'll just go hide behind the statue to right here. That's about 40 feet, and that'll complete her turn.
Very good. And Midge, as you were walking away, you realize that one who died, suddenly this darkest shadow and smoke start to come out of her body, and suddenly you see a ghost standing there
Oh god, I hate these things.
in her place, and it's her ghost. He has her very same face expression and of nothing, and or I should say her very same lack of facial expression, and he has her same turn in the initiative. Creek, what would you like to do?
Well, Creek will move a little closer into range so I can see this ghost, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to, as an action, cast third level Dissonant Whispers, and I'll whisper to her. I'll say, "It's sweet how you pretend to try, but I doubt you know what you are doing. Might as well give up and rest." And she needs to do a Wisdom 20 save. Otherwise, she will take 18 psychic, half on a pass, and then she has to use her reaction to move away from me.
She failed.
Alright, she takes 18 psychic, and she has to use her reaction to immediately move her full speed away.
Very good. And she's going to move 45 feet towards Necroloompa. There you go. What else would you like to do, Creek?
And I'll whisper to Vokar, if there's one thing I know, ghosts are the worst. They will never stop haunting you.
Yeah.
Now, as liches, I must say there's one more thing you hate about ghosts. Because you are technically a body without a spirit inside, if a ghost tries to possess your body, you actually have disadvantage on that charisma save to prevent the possession, because you don't have an occupant, an incumbent.
Yeah, we don't have someone to battle with it for control, huh?
Exactly. All right, so Creek, is that the end of your turn?
I'll use the rest of my movement to what's it called? Go here and start hiding behind. Can I do silent inspiration? Kind of whisper something to Midge since I'm close enough?
Just pinch her in the butt. That'll do okay.
Creek couldn't do that. Actually, no, I know what Creek's gonna do. Creek's gonna use remainder of his movement right here. And as a silent inspiration, using Midge's voice. What song is it? What song is it? Oh man, I have so many songs. I say, working hard to up my skill. Everybody wants a thrill. My inspiration to roll dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some have feats they'll never use. Whoa, the journey, it never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Don't stop and I'll just like whisper that to like Midge in her voice to inspire her.
Oh my god! As a Journey fan, that was both fantastic and agonizing to listen to.
I know, using your voice.
All right.
I'll end my turn there.
Thank you so
would give
much
you
for that.
inspiration.
I
Yeah.
already still have
You
it.
already have.
What is that? Is that a D10 or a D8?
D12.
Wow.
It's already on you.
You keep
Yeah.
it until you pass
Nice.
something.
Okay.
It's
All
a
right.
tier 4 bard. All
Oh,
right.
fantastic.
Okay. So
Oh,
with
God.
that, Necroloompa, what would you like to do?
I'm just curious to know how imprisonment is. I basically want to feed one of these to my phylactery.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing after I killed mine.
Guess all you gotta do is to use your special cast of imprisonment,
Alright.
and you can take this soul.
So it's
And-
a Dex 19, Wisdom 19, sorry.
All
Wisdom
right.
save 19. The one here closest to me above.
Describe how you cast this imprisonment to capture a soul and feed into your phylactery, Necroloompa. How does it look like?
So I basically bring my hands like as if I'm looking into like one of those magical how do you call them, balls, and try to like basically try to capture with my fingers his attention, and I just try to pull him closer to me with my hands.
And is that a hand that has the giant nails or the hand that doesn't have the giant nails?
Oh, I'm using both of them.
All right. Okay. And, well, it's a good luck you found that wand because,
Yeah, I did.
and you
I
can
need
burn,
it.
yes, and you can burn 500 gold pieces from your inventory as well, because that's how much this spell costs. Oh, yeah. There is a cost for each day of living as a lich, and that's 500 gold pieces.
Oh,
Good
God.
God. We're gonna have to go use the gaseous form to break into a bank or something.
Well, I guess before I sacrifice his soul, I try to see if he has any money on him.
It's
Can I roll a slay of hands?
you a slay of hand to do what? Sorry.
She wants to
Steal
pickpocket
anything
it
on
before
him,
she steals
pretty
its soul.
much.
Well, it's a ghost. There's nothing to pickpocket.
Wait, all of them are ghosts?
Oh,
No.
No, he's
You're casting on the ghost, right? I assume you're casting on the ghost.
Can I do it on the ghost as well? Oh, okay. Amazing.
No,
yeah.
well, you can only do on a dead creature, so to capture its soul.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. On the
You're
ghost
trying to.
side.
Yes, so you're trying to steal the soul of. Well, not necessarily. If it's a normal imprisonment, you can cast on a living creature. But if it's the one to catch the soul, it's easier to do on a soul that is about to leave the body than on a soul that, or in this case, this soul that just left the body. It's much easier to be caught than a soul that is in a living body.
Yeah.
So it has this advantage. All right. So, and it's capture, and that ghost just goes like, no, no, no.
Come to mama.
And just like that.
come to mama.
Oh boy. And just like that, you feed your phylactery for the day, Necroloompa. As
The
that ghost.
first one to do it.
I
Yay.
get to live.
And that's one way you can get rid of a ghost. That was your action. What would you like to do for bonus action?
Don't really have. I don't want to use my. Well, nothing. I can't do anything with a bonus action. That would be the end of my turn. Well, I will move. Because, yeah, I will move another 50. So I guess, yeah, and then, yeah, no. There we go.
Very good. It's now the turn of the other cultist. She says, "No, no, you should not leave this place. The Whisper One awaits from you. He wants you, Necroloompa. You must stay here." And she is going to pull her scimitar as she unsheathes the scimitar and rushes towards you. And as she gets to the bottom of the stairs, she says to you, "Necroloompa, kill me." And as she says that, she throws her scimitar at you for a 22.
Doesn't hit.
The scimitar passes by you and hits the wall of rocks behind you and just tinks the wall and just ricochets and fly down the stairs. And she says, "Oh, I almost did it." And that's the end of her turn. And it's now the turn of this one, who is going to dash here. And that's the end of her turn. And the other one is going to dash as well, 60 feet towards the stairs. And same strategy for the other one, as they seem very worried that you're about to leave.
I'm gonna
There you
ask
go.
That one, like, why do you want to die?
You are very low, Necroloompa.
I'm gonna say, why do you want to die? Because he asked me to, so I wanna ask him back.
And she says, "Well, if I become a ghost, maybe I can occupy your body, and maybe I can fall into the grace of the Whispered One."
Oh, okay. Well, good luck.
And Midge, what would you like to do?
Yeah.
By the way, hi guys! Nice to see you!
Hello.
Oh man, you were right about that sending.
Give me just a second.
Can I quickly take note of this circle here?
Quickly! No.
Yeah, whilst we're doing whatever we're doing here during the combat.
No. It
Okay.
would take a long time.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at wild shape options here.
Well,
Okay,
Miz is
would you
doing
like-
that,
Yeah, I'll trade with
Yeah.
Creek. That's fine.
none of the
Creek.
cultists think I'm a lich, right? They see me as like a human bard,
M-
correct? Since I'm a
Most
disguised
likely. Most, as far as you can tell, yeah.
And then I'll go with deception. It says, "As your royal source of entertainment, let me go over to your friend." As you see this human just like start to walk over, I'm like, "Loompa!" And you just see a human bard. I mean, not Loompa, Necroloompa. You remember me? I have some tales to tell you, and I'm gonna roll deception so people don't think I'm like a lich.
I would say this is more performance at this
Perform-
point.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll putting on an act.
Ooh.
And yeah, they're convinced you are an adventurer.
And I'm going to use my action to dash. I'm going to say, "Well, I don't know what the mix-up here is, but do you know how awesome Necroloompa is?" and my friend with me. Oh, I could tell you stories. And Creek will just start playing a song like, well, these two travel across, and you just start hearing him like start playing to like draw attention from the cultists.
Mm,
And I'll end my turn there.
Very good. Midge, what would you like to do?
yeah. I was going to wild shape, but I realized I need the soul. So Midge is just gonna.
It's feeding time.
Yeah, so she's going to move and dash to right here. And so that's 80 feet. And she'll go ahead and cast Shillelagh on her staff just in case she needs to do some close combat. But otherwise, that'll be the end of her turn.
Okay. And
which one do you fancy, Midge? So many nice targets for you.
Whichever one you can get to first.
Of course.
oh whoa. And and Volkar is going to dash as well. 60 feet. And actually no, you can just come over here on top of the ledge. And he looks at all the cultists and he says,
Protocol 666.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I would like to invoke Article 37, Paragraph B. All of you low-rank cultists, please report to the center so that you can be sacrificed accordingly.
and they look at him confused and they say,
That rule has been extinguished. That is no longer the number of the article. So we know you are an alumni of the cult of Vecna, and we hate alumni.
Okay, I guess I'll have to take your soul then.
and as he says that, he will what can he do here? He will cast Cloud Kill.
As he does that, Midge looks over and says,
Actually,
done that.
Actually, he thinks he's gonna cast Cloud Kill, but he changed his mind and he goes for Sunburst.
Wait up to ante.
Because why not? And he casts Sunburst, and that is indeed a 60-foot radius. So he can't control himself as he gets pissed off by the fact that they discover him. And as a 60-foot radius, he can focus here to catch all the cultists. Yeah. All right. You can all see that area?
Yeah.
All right. So all the cultists there gotta do a DC 21 con save to avoid 42 points of radiant damage. Yeah, good luck to them.
And then it's Pac-Man. We gotta go chomp up the souls.
Oh,
Go
man.
catch the ghosts.
It's gonna be touched.
And they all fail. And just like that, it's sunny inside this place, and a burst of sunlight, just bright, so shiny, that even you guys, I gotta say, you should roll a con save on this one,
Yeah.
or I should give you some temporary blindness. out
Right.
of this flash of sunburst.
After that con save, could I like roll
Yeah,
the maintain human form?
Midge is screwed. God damn it! The house too bright!
Would I be able to roll a deception to maintain like I look like I'm alive and such? Or
Yes. Yeah.
performance?
Well, to whom?
To the cultists, so they don't suspect that I'm undead like the others.
I think they're
Well,
dead.
They all failed their save, and
Oh, okay.
they all got such a high degree of sunburn that they are all dead.
Oh, never mind then. Well, I'm still pretending to be a human, but that's good.
Oh no, it's okay. You can pretend for their ghosts because as they turn dead, immediately their ghosts leave their body. And now what you have instead of 4 cultists is 4 ghosts.
Oh, you just
As
moved
soon as
that.
roll 20.
That was weird.
The
Yeah.
whole map moved.
Yeah.
Same
The whole
here.
map move.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us. Yeah, it like moved to the left. It was weird.
I was gonna say, nice effect.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I didn't screw up the map. No? Okay.
No, it's fine. We see the ghosts.
And
I think
like
it
just-
just
All right.
The map just
Very
goes
good.
to the right.
The ghosts leave their body immediately, and suddenly the cultists are replaced by ghosts.
Hey Volker, don't you want to find out the new code?
It might be useful if you can extract out of them. Be my guest.
I don't have my suggestion anymore. I don't have a slot for that. So I can't do it.
I can always sweet talk them.
Would be good to know.
All right. And I'm gonna give you guys blindness just for 1 turn because this place is particularly dark and it just flashed light on all of you and you're all blind for this turn.
Well, was it a con
Midge.
what? 21?
Con 21
All right.
was a con 21 to avoid this type of effect.
Uh, 40.
So yeah, for those of you who didn't know Volkar was a cleric who could cast Sunburst, now you know.
All right. Midge is going to take a step and not realize that there's stairs right there. And she's probably just going to roll all the way down to the bottom of the stairs for her first 40 feet. And then move herself. Why is it not letting me grab my token? There we go. And then the rest of her 40 feet will take her to there. That'll be my, that's it. That's movement and dash.
Very good.
Because I don't have range it's a 30-foot range to get to the ghosts. I can't get there.
Very good. And Necroloompa, what would you like to do?
I will zigzag, bumping into all these walls, trying to walk as much as I can away from them. About here.
Very good.
And that's it.
Very good. And it's now the turn of one of the ghosts. And of course that the creature is going to come after you guys. And
Are the ghosts blind too?
no, the ghosts are not blind. They came out of the bodies.
I know. I'm just kidding.
So it's going to fly 40 feet and then dash 80 to get all the way near, breathing in your neck, Necroloompa. And you can hear that. You can hear the whispers as this ghost approaches you. All right, and
Jesus, you
and just
couldn't get
like that,
closer, huh?
it's what?
I'm saying you couldn't get closer, huh? Leave me alone.
No, it couldn't. Well, we can try to possess you later. So it's now this one, and it's going to move 80 feet all the way over here. There you go. And it is now Volkar's turn and says,
You know, now that I think about it, it might be easier to capture them this way.
and he's going to cast imprisonment in order to do exactly the same as Necroloompa did.
What's his range on imprisonment?
Well, after
Mine-
he dash,
Oh, okay.
first things first, he's gonna jump. Because that's a free action. He can fall and take the damage. And he breaks his knee. As you guys hear that sound of bones cracking, crack! As he,
I'll fix this later.
as he takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage, as he just drops from the air. And now he can use his speed to come all the way over here. And does he have range to that one? No, he doesn't. So he will dash. As soon as Roll20 allows me to do so. There you go.
All right.
And that's the end of his turn. And it's now the turn of this ghost, which is going to move 40 feet and try to possess Volkar. And Volkar gotta do a charisma save. And suddenly the ghost enters the body of Volkar.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh
not
man.
good.
And Volkar is possessed
We're screwed.
by that little ghost.
There goes DC 21.
Ah, yay! I got his body. Yay! Look at me. Now I'm a lich and Vecna will love me. Oh, Vecna will give me a charm and he will give me attention. Yes. Yes.
All of these
And-
cultists
think
must have been
Vecna-
smoking some mad stuff because they all feel like they're high. Like, oh no.
and this one is going to come 80 feet towards here. There you go. Midge, what would you like to do?
Yeah, so Midge will go ahead and cast. God, I hate that my save is so low, but there's nothing I can do.
You got inspiration in you.
I do Wisdom 15, and I will go for this one right here, please.
Okay. And it failed. Describe to us how consuming a soul looks for Midge.
So Midge has a handful of like grubs and decaying fungus that she's specially crafted to capture souls. So it's like a little ball that she just throws at the spirit, and it just quickly consumes up the spiritual form of this ghost and goes directly to her phylactery.
Very nice. And just like that, that soul is consumed.
And that does use our 9th level spell slot, is that correct? it doesn't?
No, it doesn't.
No, because it's
If you
a
use-
feature, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you
Okay.
click on use, the feature is you're going to use the feature. You can use once per long rest.
Okay, cool. All right.
All right.
So that's my action. What am I gonna do? I think everything else is gonna cost a bonus action or an action because wild shape is action. Yeah, I think she's just gonna stay put and watch over Necroloompa and try and help her out as much as she can with this other spirit looming over us.
Okay. Creek, what would you like to do?
Oh boy, I got an idea. I'm going to get closer to the ghost, and since I'm still a human, I'm gonna make it look like I've fallen in love, and stare right at her, and make it look like I'm staring at her soul. I'm gonna persuade her, and I'm gonna say, "Whoa, are you a ghost? Because my heart's been haunted by your beauty since the moment I laid eyes on you."
Oh my god, that was brilliant.
I'm gonna persuade the ghost. And I'm gonna, as I persuade the ghost, I say, and I'm so enthralled. I gotta learn about you. Who are you? You have to tell me a story. Never have I seen such a beautiful specter in my sight. And can I persuade her?
Yes,
I'm
and
saying,
she replies to you.
Yes, I am a ghost. Wow. I never felt so seen.
My name's Creek, and I tell tales of many people, as you see. My friends over there, I would like to tell stories about you and your beauty. Can you tell me something about yourself?
Yes.
Look at that persuasion check. Woo.
Yes. I was a cultist of Vecna before. Now I'm a ghost. And my name used to be Gasparina.
Gasparina. Such a beautiful name. Well, let me play a song about you, Gasparina. For you will be known forever, no matter as a cultist or as a ghost. And as my action, I'm gonna cast imprisonment on her. As I start to play, you start to see this musical like notes come from Creek's guitar, and he says, "Gasparina, Gasparina, a woman who fell in love with the most powerful god in her eyes, a lich with no equal, who would devote her mind, body, and even her soul to any cause, once immortal and now a ghost. Gasparina, your soul will not be wasted, as your story will be told. Now join my collection and let the adventure keep going." And as I tell her story, she has to do a DC 20 wisdom save.
She has disadvantage and she fails. And she...
As the notes wrap around her, the guitar sucks in Gasparina. As Creek finishes his tone and says, "Ah, what a beautiful story. Just like some of the other legendary ones." And I'll end my turn there.
Very good. And Necroloompa, what would you like to do?
I'm a bit confused when it comes to these souls getting trapped in our bodies. So, is there anything that I can roll on Arcana or something?
So yeah, this is it's a tricky situation. If the ghost try to possess you, you are an empty body without a soul. Your soul is elsewhere. You have disadvantage against possession. But if you try to imprison this soul in order to consume it, this soul has disadvantage because it's outside of its body. So, and you want to know if these creatures possess you, what you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you are a Lich, Necroloompa. Of course you would know what you can do about it. If you're possessed by a ghost, there are very little things you can do about it.
Oh my god.
You can, if your body drops to 0 hit points, the possession ends. If the ghost is turned by some turn undead, channel divinity, or forced out of the body by an effect like Dispel Evil and Good, then the possession will end. And the ghost will appear within 5 minutes. And if a creature gets rid of the possession of the ghost, it can't be repossessed for the next 24 hours. But for the time being, whoever is possessed will lose control of their body, and as the ghost can remain there indefinitely until is expelled or exorcised. So, and there is one just right there, Necroloompa, who is really looking at your body with some lust in its eyes.
Oh, good. All right. I need to know more about the ghosts as well. Can I roll an Arcana check?
Yes.
26.
Okay, that Arcana is for? What is the knowledge you're trying to recover?
To see how I can easily get rid of these ghosts, basically. What disadvantage? Yeah.
You mean on Volca or on yourself?
No. I mean, just this ghost behind me. I'm just curious.
Well, the best way to get rid of this ghost is by consuming it.
Yeah, but I can't consume it anymore, or can I? Can you consume as much? No, only one time.
Well, if you have another 9th level spell, you can consume this ghost. If you don't have it, you can attack this ghost. Magic will likely work against the ghost.
Okay. Could I change with Midge?
Yes. Midge, what would you like to do?
Midge is going to look at Necroloompa. Are you gonna eat that? And she points at the ghost in front of Necroloompa.
Oh no, be my guest.
We only need one a day, is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
All right, so then Midge is just gonna go to town. Let's see. I don't know this, like, as a player. So if I need to roll something, let me know. Are ghosts immune or resistant to poison damage?
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay, I'm willing to roll whatever needs to happen. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea.
You have no idea.
Yeah. Okay. So
You are a druid, not a necromancer.
No, it's true. Although I am kind of a necromantic druid. I will. Boy, everything I do is poison. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. Let me see. Midge is going to reach out her hand to cast Insect Plague at this one right here. So, do I have to choose? Do I get to choose who does this? Displaying VTT.
Yeah, that's a sphere, which will catch everybody there.
No, if I can I choose? It's everybody, right?
Yeah, it's an area of effect, yeah.
Okay. Well, Midge, within her character, Midge is just gonna raise her hand, and out of her staff, just a swarm of locusts fill that 20-foot cube there. How do I? Sorry, I don't know how to make a circle.
In the measurement too.
Yeah.
Like
Red
this?
snapping. Yeah.
Okay.
20 foot.
It will
20
catch
foot
you as
radius.
well.
So it'd only be 10. Because it's 20-foot radius.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd still catch me. That's fine. So, yeah, I guess we need to do...
All of you.
DC
Yeah.
18. Sorry about this! And she casts the spell.
And the ghost fails and takes 24 points of piercing damage by the insects, which apparently eat ghosts. Necroloompa, you gotta do a DC 18 con save as well. Necroloompa, are you there?
Is it, no, I did this wrong. Sorry, don't take that into consideration because it just asks me something very weird right here. Did a concentration check? No. Okay, there we go. Failed.
Okay. Midge, you've passed, so you take 12. And Necroloompa, you take 24 points of I'm spitting insects
we're-
out of my mouth
we're-
damage.
We're immune to...
Oh, yeah.
To magical piercing.
let's see, disease.
Is it piercing? Where is it?
From non-magical weapons. These aren't weapons. Okay, never mind. I was looking at necromantic nature.
Yeah. You are immune from bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. Yes.
Okay. So I take half of. So I'll take
Yeah.
half of that, which is what did I roll? 24, so 12.
Very nice. And just like that, Midge is spitting bugs out of her mouth. Necroloompa, there's bugs everywhere in you, stuck in your hair, going inside your skull. You spitting out bugs.
This is normal for Midge. So tastes like chicken.
So yeah, Necroloompa, that was totally disgusting. And that ghost is going to try and possess you, Necroloompa, and you gotta do a DC 13 charisma save with disadvantage, or you're gonna be joining Volkar in the club of possessed creatures.
Wow, he actually failed that.
He did. He rolled a 12.
Yeah, he's possessed.
I'm gonna be possessed as well.
Oh wow!
Take my inspiration. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh yeah, I have inspiration. Can I use it?
Then yes, reroll.
Woo! Oh, good.
Very nice. And you're not possessed by this ghost, and you can't be possessed by this ghost within 24 hours.
Oh, that's
Very
nice.
good.
Thank God.
And it's now Volkar's turn, and the ghost says, "Yay! Vecna is gonna love me! Yay!" As the ghost is dashing with Volkar's body this way.
Do you
Apparently-
really think Vecna's not gonna notice that you're just inside that body? You think he's stupid?
It's my body now.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, but Vecna knows that body very well.
You're gonna be in trouble.
And
He might be rewarded. She might be rewarded. How much the Whisper
Creek!
hates.
Midge, shut up! Don't give her ideas!
My apologies. And Creek just starts playing a tale. Oh no, the ghost took ghost took over. I don't say his name.
All right. And while we are at the top of the round again, I think it's a good time for us to wrap this session.